Chapter 5. Shadows and Strategy. Gamaliel, a master at fighting hand-to-hand combat and rarely would ever draw his weapon, observed the battlefield with a calculating gaze. He devised intricate plans, exploiting weaknesses and turning the tide in their favor. His strategies weaved an intricate web, ensnaring the enemy forces and trapping them in a vice grip of defeat. Gamaliel would always search the battlefield looking for a worth foe to finally draw his legendary blade called the Ultima Weapon. Uriel, his eyes burning with righteous fury, fought with unparalleled intensity. His dual blades became a blur of death, slicing through enemies like a whirlwind of carnage. Each swing of his blades brought vengeance upon those who had forsaken their bond of brotherhood. Chapter 6. Descent into Darkness. Pushed to the brink of exhaustion, the Ebony Blades delved deeper into the heart of the Shadow Citadel. The halls dripped with darkness, and the echoes of tortured souls haunted their every step. Ko's presence grew stronger, his aura of malevolence filling the corridors. They faced grotesque creatures spawned from the depths of the Demon Lord's dark sorcery. With each encounter, their resolve wavered, tested by the horrors that surrounded them, but the bond between the brothers held firm, fueling their determination to overcome the encroaching darkness. Chapter 7. Final Confrontation. At last, the Ebony Blades stood before the revived demon, Lord Ko, his form towering and imposing. His eyes gleamed with sadistic delight as he reveled in their struggle. The time for mercy had long passed, and only one force would prevail. Ahijah stepped forward, his grip on his blade unwavering. His voice rang out, filled with righteous fury, as he called upon the spirits of the fallen to guide their blades. The other brothers stood beside him, their hearts aflame with a desire to see justice prevail. Chapter 8. Dance of Death. The clash between the Ebony Blades and Ko sent shockwaves through the citadel. Blades met claws, and elemental forces collided in a cataclysmic display of power. The buildings all around them being destroyed, the air crackled with energy as the brothers unleashed their true potential, determined to end Ko's reign of darkness. Ahijah's strikes were a symphony of death, his blade cutting through Ko's defenses. Ezekiel conjured storms of fire and thunder, engulfing their enemy in an inferno of divine wrath. Gamaliel's strategic mind devised a plan, exploiting Ko's arrogance and leading him into a trap. Uriel's blades moved with unmatched speed and precision, leaving a trail of fallen enemies in his wake. Chapter 9. Sacrifice and Redemption. As the battle raged on, the Ebony Blades' strength waned. Their bodies bore the wounds of countless battles, and the weight of their elemental powers threatened to consume them. It was in this dire moment that Ahijah, the eldest brother, made a selfless decision. With tears in his eyes, Ahijah unleashed an ultimate technique that he learned from James in secret that harnessed the essence of his brother's elemental powers. The surge of energy coursed through his body, transforming him into a vessel of unimaginable power. He unleashed a devastating blow upon Ko, sacrificing himself to weaken the Demon Lord's defenses. The technique drains the life force of the user. Chapter 10. The Triumph of Brotherhood. With Ahijah's sacrifice, the remaining brothers fought with newfound determination. They channeled their grief and rage into their strikes, unrelenting in their pursuit of justice. The walls of the Shadow Citadel shook, and Ko's power waned under the relentless assault. Ezekiel and the other two brothers raged and also released their ultimate moves. Gamaliel finally decided to draw the Ultima Blade. Ezekiel and Uriel launched an assault on Ko, while Gamaliel charged up his blade. Ko, Uriel, and Ezekiel raged and went blow for blow against another. Blood, sweat, and tears for their fallen brother kept the brothers fighting relentlessly against Ko. The spirit of Ahijah lent him some of his power, touched Gamaliel, said,
Gamaliel, it's time to end this.
Then Gamaliel moved at a blinding speed and unleashed Omni Slash and sliced Ko 16 times in a blinding 4 seconds. In a final climactic clash, Uriel's blades found their mark, piercing Ko's heart, and Ezekiel sliced off his head. The Demon Lord's malevolent form crumbled to ash, his reign of darkness finally brought to an end. The Shadow Citadel trembled and collapsed, consumed by the weight of its own corruption. The Ebony Blades emerged from the ruins, battered but victorious. Their bond had endured the trials of darkness, and they stood as a testament to the power of brotherhood. The kingdom of Judah celebrated their triumph, forever grateful for the sacrifices made by Ahijah and the Ebony Blades. Their legend would echo through the ages, a symbol of the indomitable spirit that fought against the darkness and emerged victorious. Chapter 11.